Hello everyone, it's Stephen from On The Move, or welcome to this week's virtual activity. How did you get on last week with the table tennis? Hopefully it's a challenge to new skills for you. I thought it was really good, and I hope you did too. This week we've got another different activity for you, and we've got a little game of mini golf. So some of you may have played crazy golf, mini golf, pitch and putt, anything like that. Hopefully you'll enjoy this. If you've not played golf before, then hopefully it's a good way to introduce you to the sport. So in terms of the equipment we need for today, just stand back what you can see. So I've set up two little holes, but you can be imaginative at home and set up your own with whatever you've got at home. For holes, I've got some paper plates. I've just cut a hole through because that is the hole we're looking to get the balls in at the end. So we've got two of those set up, and really it's just anything you can use for any objects as obstacles. So we've used these before, the little cardboard cutouts. So they're going to be obstacles where we're going to try and hit the ball through. Then we've got some cartons that are just there in the way. So the aim is not to knock them over, the aim is actually to avoid hitting them. So when it gets to those, okay, we'll demonstrate in a little while, you're trying to avoid those. And this side, we've just got a little box as an obstacle at the start. And then we've got the Skittles, again, you can just use cartons, anything you like, as obstacles. So we're not trying to knock any of them over, doesn't matter if you do, we're trying to avoid them and then not getting the ball in the golf hole at the end. So hopefully you played the croquet activity, had a go at that a few weeks ago, where we used our makeshift croquet baton, which we can also use as a golf putter. If you've got a golf putter in the house, fantastic, just use that. If not, if you want to improvise like I've done, we've just got a stick, got a ball of foil at the end and just shoved a load of tape around it, just so it's nice and solid. And the technique we'll be doing is different to the croquet. With the croquet, we did it forwards. With the golf, we're going to putt. We're going to stand on sideways. And we'll do some proper demonstrations with that in a little bit. So again, if you've got a golf putter, you can use that. If not, there's a way to make a makeshift putter. We've also got the ramp for anyone that's unable to use the putter. We can use the ramp and roll the balls down through the obstacles, around the obstacles. And a selection of balls we've got. If we're doing it indoors, we probably won't use a proper golf ball because obviously we don't want to risk breaking anything. If we've got one of the soft golf balls, which I haven't got, so you can use that. Or we've got soft sponge ball, got a ping pong ball, and just a little scrunched up ball of foil as well. So that's what we're going to use today. So as always, we'll just get our body nice and loose. We'll just do little warm-ups. We'll start with a march on the spot. Just make sure you've got a bit of space around you. Just keeping the back up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders down. We'll be doing this for 30 to 60 seconds. And just practice bringing the knees a little bit higher. And then a bit more arm movement as well. So bigger movements for the arms. Bring the elbows forwards and back a bit more. Just like so, fantastic. Let's do a few little punches on the spot. Let's get the upper body a bit loose. Again, you can move your feet on the spot as well if you wish. Do a few upward punches. Just make sure you're not directly below a light. And forwards again. Fantastic. And then I'm just going to do one heel forward, bend both arms and back. Other heel forward, both arms back. Again, this activity is suitable. Anyone needs to do it seated as well. So you can bring a chair up. You can do the warm up seated, like so. Good. Then next, we're just going to do, make sure you've got room for some side steps. Just going to do one step one way, one step the other. I'm going to do about 5 each side. Then you can introduce a little side arm raise as well. Fantastic. I'm just going to do some Mexican waves, I call them. Do 5 of those. Good, and hopefully you're ready to take part in the mini golf session. So to begin with, we're going to get our golf putter, and we'll bring over the 3 different balls we're going to use. Obviously we can have a go one at a time. See how it's on there. So I'm going to start with the biggest one first, because in theory it should be a little bit easier to hit, but as we all know, that's not always the case. So, place the ball down, so we'll start this end. I haven't got a marker for the starting point, but obviously you can put a serviette or something down if you want to have a marker where to start. As I explained a little while ago, the main dominant hand underneath, and the other hand on top. And just have a little bend in the knees. What we do is just bring the club back and push through, okay? So like this. Good. Got through one obstacle. The aim is to go through both of these little arches, so my next one, I'm not going to do it, so I'm going to have to knock it back. Then I've got to go through and try and avoid the bottles, so with this we'll make sure we're trying to hit the ball nice and gently. Ooh, just hit the bottle but didn't knock it over. So, and I'm going to try and get it into the hole in the middle of the plate. It's quite hard with the larger ball, this one. There we go. Not quite a hole in one, but it's something to begin with. So I'm going to try the same with a ping pong ball. You can tell I haven't been on a golf course for a long time. You can do a reverse sweep. There's something you can practice doing it both sides as well, so you can practice left-handed. If you've got more room, obviously you can make the obstacles further apart. Come this way. There we go. I definitely made it look more difficult with that one. We can have a go with a foil ball. This is really small, so this could be quite difficult to do, but obviously if you're at home and need to make it bigger, just put more foil around the ball. Stuck halfway underneath. Ooh. Nearly lost that one. I'm going to try and get it in the hole again. Ooh. Just about managed that. I think I should have got on the golf course more during lockdown. And we'll do the same on the other hole. Just trying to go around, trying to avoid hitting the objects. And try and go around the stick of skittles. If you feel you're better at golf than me, you can try and go through the gaps in between. Not too bad. Same with the ping pong ball. And last one with the foil ball. I'm not good with this one. Ooh, and hit the skittle. Whew, just about managed that. So there's different ways we can play the game there. Gone through all the equipment you need. You can obviously set the obstacles up as you like. If you want to do a full 18 holes like you would if we're playing golf properly, you can mix each one around. Appreciate there won't be room for 18, but if you've got room for 2, then you can do 2 and just keep swapping them around a few times. Set the obstacles up in different bits. So we'll just demonstrate how to do it with the ramp as well. So we're going to take the ramp and the larger ball for this one. Again, another alternative is you can just practice rolling the ball as well. If you don't want to use the ramp, but you can't use the putter, you can throw it, you can do it that way as well. So, try and roll it through the little archways. Ooh, the bottle was close to going over there. Ooh, this is the difficult part. Ooh. I'll try one more of that. Last go at it. Just have to get it down low the ramp. Oh. There you go, it's the way we can do it with the ramp. I was probably standing a little bit close with the ramp there, it's a bit further away. It won't go too hard and not go in the hole. So, just finish up with our stretches. So it's going to stretch our arms up. Again, just looking to hold that for about 10 seconds. And bring the arms down, straighten them out in front. Again, after about 10 seconds, relax them down. I'm going to stretch our shoulders next. Just bring one arm across, give it some support. Good, and same on the other arm. Good, and then we're going to stretch the front of our upper body. So I'm going to place our hands flat on the lower back. Squeeze your elbows back. Good, relax down there. Then a couple of stretches for our legs. I'm going to stretch the calf muscles first. What we're going to do is bring one leg back, just push the back heel down into the floor. Good, relax from that. We'll do the same on the other leg. So the heel on the back foot is pushed down into the floor. Good, and slowly relax and do the backs of our legs, the hamstring muscles. Keep the legs straight, feet hip width apart. Just slowly roll down to touch towards your toes. When you feel a slight stretch, just hold it still. Good, and walk your hands up your legs. Give everything a bit of a shake. And that completes this week's activity. So as a quick recap with the mini golf, we've done some holes and some plates to use as the holes. And then just wherever you've got around the house as obstacles. So try and make it a little bit challenging. The more obstacles you have on the floor, the more difficult it will be to try and get the balls in the hole. Then we've got a variety of different balls. So I've got the sponge ball, the ping pong ball, and I don't know where it's gone. We've got the foil ball as well. So different variations that you can use. Anything that's, if you're doing it indoors, anything that's light and round will be fine. You can do it outside, but bear in mind, it can be quite difficult. If you've got a short grass garden, that would be perfect, or a flat surface outside. If not, just some room indoors will be absolutely perfect. A corridor would be really good, or a hallway as well, because they're normally quite narrow and quite long. And then we've just got our makeshift putter as well. So just a reminder, if you haven't got anything as a putter you can use, you just get a ball of foil, some kind of stick that's smooth as well, so make sure we haven't got any rough edges if we're getting a stick from just outside. And then just put loads of tape round, that'll hold it together. And we've got, doesn't look too great, but it works. It does the job that we need it to do. So have fun, and I will see you again next week.